Hey guys, T here. Sorry for taking so long to write another one. I'm writing this just as I'm getting back from the bar, so bear with my writing, as I am a tad on the drunk side. I was at the bar chatting with some of my coworkers, more specifically, the fellow who Jimmy rigged a lamp to stay on in his car at all times. Let's call this gentleman K. K is a 35-something guy with 2 kids and a wife, a pretty run-of-the-mill guy by many standards. Last summer, something happened to him while he was delivering a pizza out north of town that really fucked him up, like bad. Whatever happened that night, the only person he ever told was our boss. What he told the boss gave him enough reason to give him 2 weeks off paid just recently. And by recently, I mean an hour ago. Kay opened up to me over a few beers and let spill what happened that night, and why he's so terrified of the dark. I have his permission to rewrite this because I guess he wants to warn people about what's out there. The following paragraphs are what I understand about what happened to make Kay so terrified of those lonesome highways. From what I understand from Kay's story, it was June of last year, and he was taking a routine delivery out to the edge of our deliver range. I'm seeing a correlation between fucked up stuff and the further we are from town. Anyways, a routine delivery out to the boonies. Except this one turned out not to be so routine. From what Kay told me, and the rumors we all heard, this is what followed. On one of the straightest stretches of highway this town has, Kay somehow managed to roll his car 7 times in the ditch on the other side of the road. Having known Kay for a long time, I know this guy is a great driver. Always doing under the speed limit and never smokes a doob while he drives like most drivers. I am guilty for it too some nights. Kay was a really stand-up employee. When Kay rolled his car, people say it was just like he forgot how to drive. Apparently, he took his hands off the wheel and just careened into the ditch. Anyways, enough of the rumors. This is what Kay told me himself, personally. As I was driving, it seemed like every light was just snuffed out, even the moon. I couldn't even see my hands in front of me, or the gauges in my dash. It was 100% pure darkness, like you don't even know, T. Imagine the darkest place you've ever seen, and multiply that by 100. It was like suddenly I just stopped seeing altogether. I knew I could still see because if I brought my hands right up to my face, I could still make out my fingers, so I still had that going for me. What he said happened after that was what really creeped him out. After I rolled the car, it was obvious I was pretty fucked up, but I still needed a phone for help. I sat myself upright with much difficulty and searched around my car in the pitch black. This is when I knew I was totally shittered, T. When I felt around for my phone, I felt something in the passenger seat. It had the shape of a human, but was covered in some kind of slime. Obviously, I was absolutely fucked emotionally at that point and withdrew my hand. Despite there obviously being some sort of thing sitting next to me, I heard no breathing over my own. The worst part about this whole ordeal, T? It fucking touched me back, dude. I felt it grab me. At this point, Kay broke down. I didn't want to push him anymore, but I was dying to know what happened next. After a few more shots and some heartfelt hugs, he let it out. What happened after that thing touched you, Kay? I asked as nonchalantly as possible. Honestly, dude, I don't know. After that thing grabbed onto me, I blacked out. When I woke up again, I was in the back of an ambulance and could see fine. The only reason I know that what happened wasn't just my brain crapping out after the accident is because I still have the mark where it grabbed me. After he said that, he proceeded to lift up his shirt and show me his mark. Whatever that thing was, it left a pitch black mark on Kay in the shape of a human hand, only the fingers were about twice as long. I cannot emphasize the pitch black part enough. Looking at the mark made me feel like someone had photoshopped it onto his torso. It was so unnaturally colored. Nothing natural could have made such a black. It wasn't just black, it was entirely devoid of color. Seeing that mark gave me really bad anxiety of my own. Shit like this is out there on those highways, and if I ever saw something like that, I might fucking keel over on the spot. As far as why my boss gave him 2 weeks, I hypothesize it was to keep his mouth shut. After hearing some more rumors, this wasn't the first case of weird, unexplainable shit happening to us drivers. I think my boss knows about it, and is trying not to scare new drivers off. Depending on how my exams go, I might try and get to the bottom of some of these rumors and report back to you guys, if you guys want me to. After hearing what Kay told me, and the proof he showed me, I am having serious doubts about delivering out to the boonies anymore. Between Kay's shit and my own experiences, I'm certain there's really fucked up shit happening up here in northern Canada. Whether or not it's happening elsewhere, I need to know. Tell me your experiences, guys. I need to feel like I'm not alone out here. Today's Part 2 No Sleep story is from username feathand. Make sure to check out Part 1 so you fully understand. New videos every week. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And sweet dreams.